Hi guys, we are going to do the first update on our USACC group build for 2025, which if you don't know is the Revell 68 Dodge Dart Hemi. We're going to do things a little differently than from when the kit and box stock. Got a couple different things we're going to do, and let's jump right into. I'll show you what we've got going so far and talk a little bit about what got planned for the future. Okay. For starters, we have a set of monocarb videos, products, 5-slot wheels, tires. So we're going to use on these. These are the old school drag slicks. We have back half the chassis from using the parts from the AMT 67 Chevelle. Back half we mated that with the front of the Dart chassis, and then we are using we're going to be using this AMT, or it's an MP, it's one or the other, they're the same. The camera focus, the V10 Viper motor from the Viper RT kit. It just is going to just fit in the engine bay. I mean, just it's tight. I actually had to put the radiator on the front of the core support instead of on the back side where it's supposed to go, because it would not fit. There was no room for it. It had the radiator in the engine bay, so we had to put it on the outside, which is fine. There's room for it there. On the body so far, we've just basically, sorry, I got the wind door open. It's hot in here today. The wind noise is driving me nuts, and hearing pecans fall and hit the roof and all that good stuff. Basically, body I just got cleaned up so far. Just got all the mold lines and the seams off of it, and with that we're good to go. I haven't decided what color to paint it yet, so that's why it's still in white plastic. We had to adjust the floor pan for the interior a little bit to fit the modified chassis, because I cut it a hair too short. The wheelbase is right, but I could have had it. I cut it like 1/16 of an inch too long or too short, so that the floor pan would no longer fit in there. So I had to cut this up and section it basically. And also the pieces on the bottom were hitting the part of the Chevelle chassis where there's a bump up. So we sectioned it and shortened it. We used the self-adhesive black felt, which I would carpeted it anyway, and that covers up the seams from the inside. We also had to raise the transmission tunnel up so that they could fit the transmission from the Viper would fit in the sorry, I'm stuttering all over the place. So the transmission would fit in there. Let's see. Let's do a quick little mock-up of what we got going on. If I can do that, not causing too much. So let's do it this way. It'd be easier. Be easier if I do it this way. So with the here we go. That's what the Chevelle back half fit in there, and it lines up just perfectly there. Get the Viper motor in there. Let's see if we get it. Make sure we get it in the right spot. There we go. So it just fits. I mean, literally. I don't have it. Yeah, I got it in the right spot there. Now I got to put it back in. There we go. So it just fits. Actually, I had to take the coil packs off the back of the block because it was not enough clearance. The fan belts would have been, with those on there, the fan belts would have been hitting the front. So that's there. We do have the radiator hose. I got it painted. Viper motor, the upper radiator hose comes around the side of the block and goes through. So I got a hole here in the front of the core support where it can go through, and then I'll fudge it to the radiator. I'll probably do the same thing for the lower hose. So it's in the bottom of the transmission. It just fills the whole thing up. So that's where we're going. And my plan is this is going to be a Sunday sleeper. So it's going to basically have a basic paint job. I haven't picked a color yet. It's not going to have a fancy multicolor faceted paint job. I may do a metal upflake on it, or may not. We're going to be using. The plan is to use a stock hood, but the clearances are really tight. So when I finally assemble it, if it doesn't fit, I do have. I bought this kit sort of used on eBay, and they started putting the engine together, the Hemi engine, but I'm not using that anyway. But they also had this Lex Models cowl induction hood. So if when I get down to the end of the build, if the stock hood no longer fits, I've got the this one which will fit. It's sitting crooked right now, but yeah, once I get everything put in the way it should be, this should fit for sure. And the other one is a good possibility. As if let's see if I can do this. So without everything being exactly glued in where it's supposed to be, it might be kind of hard. Yeah, so that one for sure fits. And there is the other one. There it is. I should have prepared better, but I just got home from Acme last night. I'm still a little bit tired. And there it is. But I need to get up and do stuff, so we're doing it. Say the stock hood does also currently fit, and hopefully that's still the case when we're assembled, so that I can use the stock hood and say from the outside, other than the larger tires in the back, which are going to be, I'm going to sink them up in there as far as I can and kind of keep the ride height kind of low. It's going to basically be a Sunday sleeper, and that's where we're going with it. May use the rear quarter stripe on there, depending on which color I use, and I may use the big Dodge just for a little bit of flair. The decal that goes here on the rear quarter. I may or may not. That depends on when we get there. So that's my first update on the car. We've got plenty of time to get it done, so I'm in no hurry. So we're working on that on the side along with the other stuff. So basically, until I figure out what color I want to paint it, I'm kind of at a standstill on it. So that's our build. We have our new shop cards available now. If you'd want to get one of our new shop cards with the Terry's Toy on it, just shoot me an email and I will send you one out. Usually the next day, unless it's a Saturday, then obviously not. So yeah, with that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you're on the world when you watch this video. And we will see you next time. Bye.